Aloha. So, Miss Cosmic Love, Miss Unity Grace, and same being, different essences of the same being, and Miss Symphonic Love are sitting outside. Here goes the slam of the door. Wait for it. Here it comes. There it is. We're outside the Kilauea Bakery on Kauai. Famous space. If you're listening, you might know it well. And if you know it well, you know the slam of the door. What are we doing at Kilauea Bakery? Well, we are on the 8-8 Lions Gate, and it's the evening. The sun has gone down. And it's good. It's day 14 of our beautiful mana water fast. Drinking the beautiful waters of Kauai and experiencing the tremendous mana in the air and this island. And oh my gosh, did you just smell that waft of flowers that passed through? The garden was responding. Maybe. Do you want to? So, enjoying the garden and experiencing no time in the beautiful water fast that we've done, so it really feels like no time has passed. And there's many beautiful insights when you're quantum, which is that if time isn't real, there's really no such thing as fasting for 14 days, or there's no such thing as breaking a fast. You're either eating or you're doing something else, or maybe you're eating and you're doing something else at the same time that you're eating. This is the magnificence of quantum. So we are in this vast recalibration of who we are, because we defined ourselves by experiences and circumstances and situations and ways that things are traditionally done. And how does one do a water fast? I don't know. I didn't read a darn thing about it. I just decided to drink and stick to that. A mono diet. Get to know water really well. Makes sense that after being a water carrier on the grids for so long in linear coordinates, that water would easily sustain the body on our water fast, the body of our love. So we are at the miracle coordinate of redefining it all, and in fact, no definition required when we're quantum. So here's how the quantum works. The higher the joy, the more focused and pure the intention, the more quickly we have the experience of our seed, our dream, our imagination. Like we say in the quantum, we're eating or we're not eating, we're doing something else. So there's a whole component that is part of the alchemical goals to achieve true quantum. And it has to do with the serotonin in the body. When our serotonin is coursing through the body, it creates an alchemical chain of events that trigger other neurotransmitters in the body. And in the perfect alchemical mix, our aura, our auric field goes quantum. And we connect into the adamantine particles of creation. Puts a big smile on Wee's face. We go quantum. So we were just sharing this piece with Symphonic outside the bakery. What are we doing outside the bakery? Well, because we're quantum, we decided to have a gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian pizza. The best vegan, vegetarian crust in the world, and the best vegan cheese ever, made from the ulu, the breadfruit on Kauai. The most tender crust that melts in your mouth. And the vegan topping that would normally be called cheese, it melts in your mouth also. It's like the most very blissful experience. And because we have been creating an experience of developing a new relationship with our physical bodies through our water fast or our mono diet on water. Which has been so easeful, quite profound. We're having new experiences in the body when we eat. And we both love this pizza. As dear, dear friends on the quantum path, we have quite enjoyed our pizzas at the Kilauea Bakery, sitting outside, live music playing at the restaurant next door, sitting under the stars at these little tables outside the bakery, little white lights lighting up the canopy. It feels like being at a festival. So we've really enjoyed our pizzas here. It's fun. And as humans, food lights us up. And so does serotonin. So we are really reveling in each scrumptious bite of the pizza, eyes closed, deeply in the experience. Flavor, enjoying all of the flavors of the pizza. And really taking our miracle of presence to enjoy every little bite, One piece is so much pizza from this place. Oh, prepare for the door slam. Here it comes. Oh, what a nice lady. She didn't let the door slam. So today we were envisioning, we were sharing with each other our future miracles, which we are creating, and we are living in the experience that they are already here. So we were having a conversation together like good friends who perhaps hadn't seen each other for a miracle, and we were getting together to share what was happening in our lives. It was really fun, and our fields were very quantum. There was a lot of serotonin flowing in the room. And that's the place where we truly create in the field of the profound. So we invite we to find friends that we can play with in this way and tell our friends what is going on in our lives right now from a future perspective, like it's already happened, it's already here, it's happening right now. So as we are enjoying our pizzas, one of the things that we were sharing today is an experience that's happening in the future. It's really happening right now, which is one delicious bite of pizza when we close our eyes and tune in to the luscious nature of creation and life, and our mouth and our body, and what food is really all about, and how to really enjoy it. All of the cells of our body are very awake from our mono diet on water. Beautiful Kauai spring water. Fresh from the Aina. All of our cells are very awake, and we're very aware as we're closing our eyes and sampling one delicious bite of delicious, tender melt in your mouth, vegan, gluten-free, all made fresh in this kitchen. The owner of this bakery he's very attentive chef, and he wanted vegans and gluten-free people to have a miraculous experience with pizza. So he spent a lot of time, and they shared with us the process to make the vegan quotation marks cheese or topping. And it's quite a lot of effort in the back kitchen. And they do it with so much love. So as we are enjoying each scrumptious bite, we are aware of the process of eating and what's really going on with this 8-8 and in the bodies of our love, our light bodies activating, is that the body does not require dense nutrients as it does in carbon-based DNA, because the body is light, it's energy, and the consciousness is finding its way to know it, to remember the truth of who we are. And the unification process that occurs inside of the self cells is a unification with all of the organisms that make up the body vehicle and the spirit that is occupying those cells. So nice. Oh, we're going to get a slam of the door, I think. Prepare for it. It's coming. Is that a Ghostbusters t-shirt coming out the door? No, not slamming the door yet. You'll know it when you hear it. We will know it when we hear it. Such nice music. Wait for it. Nope, not yet.
It's so much fun.
So much fun. Oh,
There it is.
there it was. The unification process that is occurring is with every iota of the self, the cells, the matter, the elementals that create the form. And so there's a unification on all 9 levels of creation that allow the merging of the spirit and the form. And this is a bridge that we have been bridging for many miracle aeons of time. Oh, let's see if it happens. It's so fun to wait for the slam. Nope, they're not going to slam. Oh, a little bit. They were good. Here they come. Lots of pizzas walking out the door.
No, but I always loved it because she always had girls like you that would like have.
So fun. Little conversations. Heading out into the evening sky with pizzas in hand. Probably kombuchas. Yes, the unification that is occurring, which is why we are pressed to resolve all disharmony within the self, is that once we resolve any discordant energy, which was never, ever, ever outside of the self, we then still the harmonic in the body. So there's no reverberating in the cells. You know, reverb, you know how reverb sounds when someone's playing an electric guitar and it gets really loud. That's discordant energy of thoughts creating emanations in the body. And then that feedback, that reverb, it's called. Reverb is like feedback between the guitar and the amp that's amping it in the speaker. So once we resolve the discordant thought processes, there's no reverb in the cells. And until we resolve those aspects in the self, we have a thought and then we have a feeling. And the feeling and the thought keep reverbing back and forth, like bouncing off the shores of a lake, waves going back and forth. Which is why it's all an inside job. In order to resonate at zero, to find the singularity within. And when we do, we experience an alchemical process with the adamantine particles themselves. And so Symphonic said, what are adamantine particles? And the guidance said we could think of them like gold specks or spectral gold. Let's call them yellow spectral stars. Yellow golden spectral specks. stars, particles is a good word. If we thought of, bravo, nice song, thank we. Serotonin, we love we so much. If we thought of the adamantine particles like monatomic particles or spectral particles in the air around us that can only be accessed through the frequency of love, which is called zero or neutral. It's neutralizing everything. That is the gateway of creation for the fun, the real fun. Aligning with the adamantine particles of creation is like aligning with the monatomic gold in the air, we could say as a metaphor. And when we come into attunement with it, something miraculous happens. So get our sights set on what it is we are creating or where we want to be. Practice that ahead of time while we are practicing to find this place inside of we. So the star maps are set. We have our eye on the coordinate already. For the moment we experience this inside of the cells, we know it. It's like going quantum, like all the sci-fi movies show someone standing there, or, when they go quantum and there's a big flash. It's like the Shroud of Turin, that famous cloth that is supposedly of a man. It's not what the guidance told me. The guidance told me that the Shroud of Turin is the perfect balance to go quantum. Recorded on a piece of cloth as a quantum flash. Just to leave the coordinates in the realms of the physical. No accident why the shroud has been studied for quotation marks so long. The thing is about accessing the true quantum through the physical bodies is we can't fake it. It's truly about the alchemist within, and there is no external technology that can replicate it. And herein is how the core cosmic principles of creation, cosmic quantum love, exist. It's the only way to truly go quantum into the book of love. Is to master that place, or perfect that place. We prefer the word perfect. That place within the self. And how blessed we are to have had the training wheels in linear time and space to practice. The guidance said something really wonderful today in the miracle coordinate of this day. It said money is just like training wheels. Money is just like an in-between, middle person, so to speak, or a bridge in the play between creating an idea and experiencing it. It's kind of like money is a bridge for us to find our confidence to know that we don't need a middleman, and we never did, called a buck or a piece of gold. We just needed to embrace the experiences that our oversouls were providing us with. To know thyself and selves, to thine own self. Be true. Because that's the gateway to quantum. The miracle to impart upon we and you is to remember our noble birthright as sovereign beings, to move in and out of time and space at will, when, where, and how we choose. Aligned with the particles of creation called love. To think beautiful golden apple, to produce golden apple in the palm of the hand. And to reside in balance and harmony within the garden again. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Is that what he's singing?
What the world needs now.
Oh my God.
Love, sweet love. Yeah. Right here.
Adamantine particles of creation, we love we so much. How fun is that? Was coded in the song. The guy who wrote that song, or the gal who wrote that song, was moving in and out of time and space at will long ago. Sweet love. That's the only thing.
It's just the thing that there's just too little of. Wow.
We'll change the words.
Yes, we'll change them.
That's the thing that the world is full of. Love, sweet love. Oh my goodness, the smell of the flowers coming in. It's profound. The garden is responding. The garden, the elementals, and all of nature is responding with their joy for the sharing. Plants and flowers and bees and trees are moving in and out of time and space at will, when, where, and how they choose all the time. We just can't see it. Cancel clear. We can see it. That was the old story. Thank you. We can see it. And this garden is moving at quantum. When the 60th seed ignites, guess what? It already happened. We already saw the future from the past. Isn't that interesting? We saw the future from the past. So we know that it's already happened. Sit back, relax. Smell more roses in the garden. Do less, be more. Live our highest joy. surround ourselves by beings that we love to hold hands with and share pizza with, and hug and mono-diet water with, and communities of beautiful ones and reflections, positivity and play, and also sharing how we're navigating every piece that is necessary for us to find our way to the quantum. The Sophionic harmonic, where the adamantine particles reside. And any we can be here now. This is not an exclusive thing. Just might take a little practice. Learn to find the place within where the serotonin is in perfect balance, harmony, and alignment with the structure of creation itself. Joe Dispenza said that serotonin gives us our localization in time and space. Sounds to me like a really good part of the body for moving in and out of form. At will, setting our coordinates on our star maps of love. Remembering that we're not actually going anywhere. Don't have to get on a bus or a plane, although we can. If we like playing in those sets in the play, that's cool too, because we can still be our Sophionic harmonic self everywhere we are, in every set in the play, and play with it. So fun to play with it, where people go, "You're disappearing before my eyes." What? Oh my gosh, hang on to my arm. Where am I going? Where might I be going? Well, I know within myself a few coordinates that really light me up. So that's in my star map trajectory. Holding hands with the beloved twin ray, sipping tea, rose tea, eating vegan cookies warm out of the oven, and traversing the cosmos, sharing cosmic quantum love. Joyously, profoundly celebratory. 8-8 Lions Gate. Aloha. Keakua.